Hi, welcome to the Duleep Trophy post day live. It's finally over. We witnessed some fascinating cricket over the last 4 days. We've seen some hundreds. We've seen some great bowling performances. You've seen some experienced players get some runs. You've seen some youngsters get some runs as well. So overall, just a fantastic 4 days of cricket. Bharat is with me. I'm sure he'll agree as well. There's one match which we've got a winner. The other has ended up in being a draw. We're going to talk about both these games. Bharat, India A has won that first game here by 186 runs. Let's talk about that game first, definitely, and then we'll talk about the other game which was drawn as well. So, obviously we've spoken about both these games a lot over the last 4 days. But if I just had to ask you, give out a summary in brief at the moment of this game, the first game, of course, which the team has won. What would you say? Any key highlights that you would like to mention? Any key players that you would like to speak about? The platform is yours.
Yeah, I guess obviously from right from the word go, it seemed like India were ahead of that match. They were dominating quite a bit. Yeah, early on India D performed reasonably well. They had India in a spot of order, taking a few wickets, Kavirappa and Harshit Rana. But once Shams Mulani got all those runs, then it was basically India's game, and that's what they've done. They've gone on to obviously in the final day they've won that match quite convincingly. Yeah, spinners taking some wickets, Kotian and Shams Polani, as I said yesterday, right at the fag end of the third day's play, there were few deliveries were keeping low,
Yeah,
at least a few from the rough, they were turning. So, and with so many runs on the board, it becomes easier for spinners to ball because you
totally,
have around the
totally.
bat. 7 wickets they took. So, but still credit has to be given to them that they took those wickets. But for India, unfortunately, Shreyas Iyer, Sandhu Samson, the two experienced players, got 40 and 41. That's not good enough if you really want to draw the match on the final day. You need better contributions than that. Yeah,
Absolutely.
as I noted, observed one player has to score 100. Ricky Bowie went on to score 100. Yeah, he's been around for a long time. Good innings from him, but he needed some support. 140, 141, a couple of 20s. Just to be scoring 37, that's just not good enough if you really want to draw the game, and they rightly
Yeah,
slipped to one more loss.
absolutely. And again, I think we have to mention both the Mumbai balls, Shams Malani, Tanush Kotin, with the bat initially and with the ball as well. I think a lot of credit has to go to them because it's these two players that really came together when the team needed them, and it's looking good, right? Especially I think for Shams Malani with getting all those runs and also getting the wicket. He's also the man of the match of this game. So I think kudos to him, and I'm sure to give him a lot of confidence. Suddenly all of us might be speaking about Shams Mulani. Do you think so, Bharat? With time, Shams Mulani can be a name that spoken of a lot.
He can become an all-rounder. His technique looks as good, if not better, as a young Ravindra Jadeja when he first came on the scene somewhere. If not in Ravindra Jadeja, some 2015, 2016 version of Ravindra Jadeja. His technique looks as good as him when it comes to batting. Obviously, Jadeja is a much better spinner. Even
Mhm.
when he was on the scene Test cricket, he was bowling quicker through the air,
Yeah,
grabs on while destroying Australian team in 2014. So, but he looks like a decent prospect who can, at least in India in the future, he might go on to play Test cricket, maybe a few limited overs matches as well. Yeah.
yeah,
Tanush Kotian
absolutely.
is more of a utility cricketer compared to Shams Mulani, but he's someone who can play some shots. As we saw in the first innings, he's a good player against spin at least. He can play some shots against left-handers. He goes around the wicket. Yeah, that is something that is a standard now with DRS coming into play. Goes round the wicket and troubles left-handers a lot, especially with
Surely, surely.
left ground. Yeah.
Yeah, surely. And you also mentioned, Shreyas Iyer and Sanju Samson not rising up to the party. I completely agree with you there, but I think, like you said, those two experienced players have to perform. And, when you are playing a game like this where you have to put up your hand and perform, and if you don't, obviously the questions are going to be raised to you, especially if you're an experienced player. Shreyas Iyer has been going through a lean patch after that KKR massive success. I think after that, it's been sort of a downhill. I don't know if you can call it a downhill, but he's not been part of that Indian side. Not much has happened to him. Are these worrying signs up till now, or would you still say that, nothing to be worried about? Maybe he's just going through a lean patch. and hopefully he'll come back stronger.
I guess there are some worrying signs for him. See, the problem about short ball has been talked about for long. Somehow he's not convinced selectors. Yeah, I agree that he's tried to go back and across in the World Cup. He was scoring a few more runs through the pull shot, but still somehow he's not convinced selectors away from India, and it still continues like that. Obviously, he didn't get a short ball today, but that's a problem that's always in his mind. And he's not getting runs here. 40, 41 just wouldn't cut it with the selectors. They would want to see something different. Maybe when
Yeah.
it comes up against, maybe not here, maybe in some other game, or even in this game, if you had played someone like Avesh Khan alongside, yeah, Prasidh Krishna is playing his first game after long while. So he didn't exactly try too many short balls, but if he was facing a few short balls, if he had gone and pulled something, yeah, then might kind of selectors, even if he had scored a 45, 50, because selectors would have been watching these matches. So
Hmm.
I think there are few worrying signs for him. Even against spinners, he's getting out, trying to hit them out of the ground. So, or looking good. Same with
Yeah.
Sanju Samson. See, I agree, he may not have got a great run in any at any point of time when it comes to the Indian team. But whenever he gets that odd opportunity, two opportunities, one opportunity, three opportunities, he doesn't perform much.
Sure. I
And
completely agree.
yeah, maybe one series somewhere in South Africa, limited overs cricket, somewhere in Zimbabwe is performed. But this kind of bilateral series, not too sure. The selectors won't really think much about it. They would want to see in some big pressure game against
You're
full
right.
fledged opposition team. Then if he goes and gets a big score, they would think of him. So that's the problem with Sanju Samson. Again, he had another chance here in the Duleep Trophy. He was given a chance. He got a chance. He was not in the original squad. He got a chance here. Played a nothing shot in the first innings, and in second innings also he scored a 40. So
Yeah. I
players
think
like
it's
him,
always been a problem.
even with someone like Rajat Patidar, another game he scored a couple of 40s. Even in the first match he scored a 40s. So this kind of thing, this kind of scores definitely won't wake up the selectors from their sleep
But
and
Bharat,
get
you bang on. You're absolutely right there. I think, when you have the opportunity given to you, you have to look to make the most out of it. And Sanju Samson, it's not like he hasn't been provided the opportunities. I feel he has been provided the opportunities, but probably not made the best out of best use of those opportunities. And again, playing loose shots, like Bharat has said here, there's several occasions where at times you're giving a wicket away, which you don't want to. Stay on the wicket as much as possible. But if you're throwing a wicket away, that's obviously going to be seen as something that is a negative impact, at least in your cricketing career. So I think Sanju Samson has all the talent. Same with Patidar here, but I think that just focusing on the basics, like Bharat has always said, and not giving a wicket away and making the other team earn for your wicket is the crucial factor here. I think which these two batters will have to work on, because there's already so much competition, Bharat, in this Indian domestic circuit. A lot of them want to be playing in that similar position. So with the likes of Shreyas Iyer, Sanju Samson, Patidar, it's only going to get all so much more difficult with the amount of competition that's cropping up. But you're actually right, and thank you for mentioning those points. We'll move on to this second game here, and we'll talk about this a bit. A lot of factors here to discuss. Actually, India C versus India B. The match has ended up in a draw, but Anshul Kamboj, Bharat, 8 for 69. Yeah, that's fantastic.
Yeah, I already wrote a copy in the morning. So yeah, he's that kind of bowler who looks like a future test match bowler to me. There are bowlers who are coming to the ranks who look talented. I've already mentioned Avesh Khan, this Mayank Yadav, Umran Malik, Prasidh Krishna, and all these guys, but they all seem like they're a bit raw in sense when it comes to Test cricket. So they have to learn fast bowling mindset, the kind of lines, the kind of the art of repetition they call it in Test cricket,
Hmm.
the same
Yeah.
way again and again. But this guy has that. I was a bit surprised because I watched him in Vijay Hazare Trophy 22, 23, 23, 24. He looked like a test match bowler, though. He went on to take a
Yes.
lot of wickets in
Yes.
one day cricket. I was a bit surprised when I saw his when I saw his first class record that there's something like 27 wickets in 14 matches. He looks like a bowler who can take 50 wickets in 14 first class matches. He looks that
Fantastic.
good, yeah, when it comes to longest format because hits the area same areas. He will hit good length. He's not someone who was a lot fuller length. Will hit a good length. He'll hit the same. It's not very tall, but tall enough, and he's always there and thereabouts around off stump. I think that is why he took 8 wickets because it's not going to give much away. He'll be there and thereabouts, just around the channel. make the batsman play. So he's someone who can be useful
Sticking to basics, probably. Yeah.
if he gets right kind of guidance. This bowler can be useful in conditions like South Africa, Australia, New Zealand, England. I'm not too sure about him bowling in Indian conditions, but that is why I think the selectors have picked this guy because they see someone who can go abroad and do something like Scott Boland or the Kyle Abbott type of bowlers who just not do much. They will do just enough either way and keep troubling the batters.
Brilliant points there. Brilliant points there, Bharat. I think again, a bowler like him will be extremely handy abroad with those conditions where the wicket might do more for you and you don't have to do as much. You just have to, like you said, hit the right areas, keep it in that length where you know which will trouble the batter with a decent amount of pace, which might just be enough for you. So I think we can see Kamboj definitely being part of this Indian side and probably even going abroad to be interested. It'll be interesting to see how he's groomed from now and where this possibly takes him. But another star performer from this game, Bharat, was Abhimanyu Iswaran, of course, 157 not out. Do you think if he had batters with him on the side, this could have been a different story if support from somewhere else, Jagadisan definitely supported him. Maybe a Mushir Khan, maybe a Safraz, some runs which could have put some momentum into that innings. This could have been a different story.
Yeah, you can say that, but chasing 525 as we talked about even on day one, that it's not easy. So it would be always in your mind for the batters. Even if you try to forget it, it will be in your mind that the opposition has made 525. So, but that is where the credit has to go to Iswaran. Somehow we found the erase button. He was able to somehow forget that the opposition has made 525 and went about his innings. And that is why he scored so many runs for India B. So you have to give it to the man that he carried the team right through the innings and remained not out. But somewhere the middle order failed. But again, some credit has to go to our Kamboj. Sarfraz Khan don't have a problem against the Nick Packer. Though many domestic bowlers have not executed that plan. England Lions, when they came here, they executed it with Matt Fisher. Our Vasuki Kaushik has done it. So for a youngster to go and execute that plan straight away, so you have to give it to him. And Mushir Khan also has similar problem.
Yeah.
Somewhere we have to also give the credit to Kamboj that he ripped through that middle order of Mushir Khan, Safraz Khan, Tinku Singh, and Nitesh Reddy all gone
Yes. Yes.
in one spell.
Yeah. On that note, Bharat, thank you so much. Thank you for joining all
I
four
just,
days as
I
well.
just
We
wanted
will.
to add a point,
Yeah,
yeah,
sure.
about our Rajat Patidar Saab,
Yeah.
42 of 80, yeah, 42 of 84 balls, and the first match, second innings he scored 44. Second match, first innings he scored 40, and now he scored 42.
Yeah.
If he keep doing
42.
this, he will definitely not get back into the squad.
I know.
Getting out.
Thank you, Bharat, and thank you for
Yeah,
joining
there
all
is
four days as well.
Rian Parag as well, who's following in his footsteps, getting this cute
Yes.
30s and 20s.
Yeah. Well, you've heard it from us. Thank you all for joining. Thank you for being part of the show for the last 4 days. The next matches start on 19th. Bharat will be there, part of those shows. So we're going to make sure that you get all the updates even then. The India Bangladesh series is also starting, so make sure you stay tuned for that and a lot more sporting action, guys. So once again, like, share, subscribe, and thank you for joining. Have a great day ahead, and we'll catch you all again really, really soon. Thank you, Bharat.